just start the slides. The what? My slide. Okay, present more. All right, good morning, everyone. We have talked today about disruptive leadership. And a lot of times, the game is always like, oh, I have a toxic boss, I have a disruptive leader. But I'm here to give you a different perspective about leadership, okay? Because all of us, can we start today with the ground that each one of us is a leader? Do you actually consider yourself a leader? Yes. Do you actually believe that you're a leader? Yes. Sometimes. Okay, so that is the self-doubt that we are also going to be addressing today. A little bit about myself. My name is Kiran Sandhu. I'm a leadership coach, and I have been working with emerging leaders for the last 20 years in the space of increasing leadership brands, their visibility, and how that can impact their visibility in the organization and the community at large. I am also an author to the book Roads to the Valley, and I have also co-authored, edited a book with Ms. Moonling. That's why it's written over there. Women Practicing Resilience. In this journey, I started with Swinburne a long time back, and that's how Ms. Moonling, Dr. Moonling now, is actually a friend of mine and very close colleague who we have collaborated on many projects. So what does that say? That we may go in different paths, but relationships is what is going to keep you always together. Author, TEDx speaker, social entrepreneur. Last week, Ms. Moonling had talked about my social organization, which is an educational NGO working with underprivileged children in rural India. We're using technology as the bridge to bridge that gap. Last week, we discussed a lot about different types of leaderships, but I would also encourage that 2 weeks back, I had presented a TEDx talk which was on a new type of leadership, which is called service leadership. Now, service leadership, and in the last, you will actually get us, the QR code will be there, which will let you know all the links so that you can actually access all the information and how you can keep in touch with me. Service leadership is a different kind of leadership, which generally comes in customer excellence, but I have brought it into another space. So that will give you another idea about how we can all be leaders. So are we ready to become influential leaders? Yes. Okay, great. So today I will be sharing with you 3 secrets of how you can become an influential leader. Are you interested in knowing the 3 secrets? Yes. Because we are always going to be in organizations where either we are leading or following, correct? Yes. But we have to start off with the belief that each one of us is a leader. And if I can't change my boss, the only thing I can do is change myself, right? Or adapt to the situation. And that's what we're going to look into the 3 parts of becoming an influential leader. Ms. Mooning was also sharing with you just before this, we had these results which were coming out, which was showing are we psychopathic or are we narcissist. How many of us got that result? Which one was your highest? How many of us were narcissist? Narcissist? Can raise your hand if you were a narcissist? No? Okay, so we have 3 people here. How many of us were the what was that word? Machiavellians, or whatever it was. Okay, we've got that. Hi. And the third was psychopath. We had the third one, which was psychopath a little bit. Now remember, all these are just indicators, right? Indicators for you to know that what are... Now, for example, in my case, my narcissist behavior was the highest. Does that mean that I am self-consumed? No. It means that I focus on myself, but with this new awareness, I can now start working on how I can start thinking of the team. Or if we were saying, look at the pathologists, there were some flaws of those people. They don't have empathy. So that is what I want you to take away from here, that I can start working on my empathy leadership. Don't look at these indicators as negative. Take out the pluses from there to see how you can improve your leadership. Okay? That was the first part. Now, all of you are sitting with a partner. If not, can you find a partner? So if you're 3, can you sit here with him for a few minutes? Just for a few minutes, yeah. So we should be in teams of 2. If I see 3, so one person needs to move away from there. Can I get people who are in pairs? Hi, right here. So can we quickly scan this code and let's understand what is your understanding of qualities of leadership? If you can scan it, Munling, can you open the cloud so we can start seeing the results as they launch it, please? Launch the result. Okay. Open the Slido. Has everybody, it's not launched, so you'll have to launch it also.
Oh.
Launch it. I think.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's just quickly launch the.
Slido.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Start. Very good. Present. Present. Start. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Has everybody scanned this code, please? Yeah. 3377889 slido.com. And we will go to the next one, which is going to give us. Yeah. 3 qualities to become an influential leader. Can you share with me what do you believe are the 3 qualities to become an influential leader? Can you check if it's working? Just check, is it working? No, working. Okay, I see 8 participants are typing. So let's understand, what do you think is influential leaders? Because each one of you already believes you're a leader. And what are the qualities that we want in an influential leader? Takes care of the team members. Excellent. Remember, we are thinking about us. We are the influential leader, not somebody else. And that's what I do. I work with emerging leaders to help them increase their visibility, their brand, as well as amplify their influence. So they listen to the team, they have empathy, they have trustworthiness, they are empowering, ethical, respectful collaboration, honest, inspirational, lead by example, decisive, professional, kind and caring. Yeah? You remember, we always have that belief that we don't want to be like the person who really made our life difficult, and they become our role models of how we want to be, right? And actually, that's how I became a teacher or a lecturer or a coach today, is I didn't want to be like the worst teachers who taught me, right? So that's the leadership journey each one of us embarks on also. We don't want to become like those toxic bosses, but we can't change them. But we can only change ourselves, right? So which one, if we had to take the top, which one would it be? Which one do you think is the most important quality that will help us become an influential leader? Let's just look at the top one. Would it be empathy? Do you all agree with that? Okay. Good listener. Okay. And can someone else tell me which one would it be? Huh? Integrity. Somebody who walks the talk, integrity, and actually takes the team along with it. Okay. So these were probably, so we talked about Empathy, integrity, and then? Good listener. Okay, so do you think listening is an important skill? Yes. Do we actually listen? No. Very good. Thank you for saying that, because we'll come to that point too. So what we say, do we actually practice? So that's again what we need to work on. So the awareness is what we need to create in our leadership journey. So thank you for sharing that. Moving back to the slides for a second. So here, when I'm a proponent of self-leadership. When I started this journey, I might say I'm a teacher. Does that mean I'm a leader? Go to the next slide. If I say I'm a lecturer, am I a leader? Probably in the normal definition, you might say no. Can a teacher really be a leader? Can a coach be a leader? You think yes? Yes? Tell me, what is your perspective? Shay, why do you think the journey of leadership starts with self? Why do you think so? You need to manage yourself before you can manage others. Absolutely. So the journey starts with ourselves, because you are the problem and you are the solution. Right? Nobody is the problem. We may say that, oh, my team members didn't do this, or my boss didn't do that. Can you control them? Or their behaviors, their reactions, their emotional outburst? We can't control them. But at that moment, how you exhibited yourself as a leader is what is going to decide how people perceive you, and whether you are just a team member, are you being perceived as a leader? So leadership is never titles. In fact, in the levels of leadership as defined by John Maxwell, title leadership is the lowest level of leadership. If someone says that I am a leader because I am the CEO of this company, in fact, that is the lowest level of leadership, because it's your position that is commanding people to listen to you. It's not because they respect you. It's not because they believe in you. So if you really want to climb that ladder of leadership, you have to start working on yourself. So this whole program, where leadership navigating the dark hole, it's not about the world. It's your world which you need to sort out and start believing that you're a leader and I am going to make a difference in this immediate environment. That's the first point. So that's where I've said only when you can lead yourself can you lead others. Now, the first secret is self-leadership, and I'll come to what it is later, and I've got notes for everyone, so you can make those later. But what I wanted is everyone to sit with each other. If you remember, last week we discussed all the different types of leaderships, right? So you all remember all the different types of leaderships? Now I want you to just face your partner, okay, and ask them, what kind of a leader do you think I am? Okay, 1 second. And then let the partner say what they think. And if it's an agreement, then you can say, okay, and why do you think so? What did I exhibit that made you think that way? And vice versa, you're going to ask each other. So let's quickly do this. You have 3 minutes for this quickly mirror on the wall activity. Okay? And do remember, I have some prizes and stuff to give away to all of you. So yes. 3 minutes. Both of you should be able to share with each other. So 1.5 minute, 1.5 minute. We're left with 2 minutes now. 150.
Coach. Oh, no. Good. Not bad. So you were talking about the servicing leadership.
Service leadership.
Service
The video is, I will show, it's on the slide.
Service leadership is another term.
It's actually not in the leadership logo. That's why it's a new one that I've added. Service leadership generally comes under customer excellence. So now I'm bringing it under a different, when you look at leadership qualities, it's not showing.
Yeah.
So I brought in the new concept of service leadership and how we can be a leader in that space.
Oh, so it's created by you.
Well, I would say that in this space of leadership.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's always customer excellence.
Yeah. Oh.
So if you look at my TEDx talk, which I shared with you, I will share again, you'll see it.
Oh, okay. Then we can quickly write one paper for that.
Absolutely. Nobody's written it. Because if you Google it, everything is on Ron Kaufman, who's authority on service leadership, is always talking about it from business point of view and only from the point of view of customer excellence. How can you be better? Always serve.
Yeah.
So this one, we have brought it from a different angle of service leadership. Now that how we can serve, all we need is an idea an idea and the intention to serve, and that is utilizing the resources that are around us to create services which are not there for people. So technological advancement is not something massive. So I'm not talking about new data, I'm talking about basic technologies. Okay, time is up. Let's get started. We want to get quickly a few people to share their leadership. Mirror on the wall. Okay, can I get somebody to volunteer? Who would like to share with me? Okay, so quickly, you only have 30 seconds to share. First of all, it's your partner who, so Kerry, tell us, what do you think about your partner and what is she, was your perception the correct one?
My perceptions about her is that she's a
Null leader, okay?
and of course, she has that empathy, she has that things that you can, being a good listener as well.
Okay.
And she's a jalan.
Was the mirror correct?
Was the mirror correct?
You think you're a transformational leader? Transactional leader. Okay, so you think you're a transactional leader. Okay. Are you sure, Munling, they have understood the definition of transactional leader? Okay.
Transactional or transformational?
I believe they are trying to say transformational. Transformational leader. Okay.
Transactional is using reward.
Rewards. So you are using rewards?
I give you money.
Yeah. Is that what you are?
Oh, my explanation is wrong. Sorry. Because I'm looking at this. Sorry.
So it's transformational. Transformational. Thank you. So do you, what was your, just quickly, did your perception match his? What did you think of him?
From my point of view,
Just one word. What is his leadership?
arrogant leadership. From last week I can see he is transactional because he
You also think it's okay, so it rewards.
he
You,
give the hamper one,
uh-huh.
the big one,
Yeah.
three, and
So he really motivated the team through the rewards. Okay. So you think that's it. But do you believe, Kerry, do you think that she's correct or you want to dispute that?
Yeah, correct.
You think you are that kind of leader?
To motivate others.
Through rewards. Okay, perfect. So your mirror is correct. Anybody else? One more group, one more team. No, this team already. I want another team. Back there, both of you. What did you see in each other? And let's be honest, we're having a discussion. Yeah. Yeah.
Usually when we go out together, he mostly follows what I suggest. So
Okay.
I think it's more of a kind of leadership.
Servant leadership. Okay, but you thought, but what do you think he is? No, I mean, what did he say?
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think do you agree with him?
Knowing John for 3-4
No, I don't care about John right now. I want to know you. What is your leadership style? Do you agree, or do you think that you are a transformational leader? You feel you are a authority leader, servant leader? What are the other words? Transactional, and then adaptive. What?
I think I have to agree because sometimes how people perceive us is different than how we perceive ourselves.
Absolutely. That's the point that I was coming to. That is very well put. That how we perceive ourselves may be different from how people perceive us. I may think that I am motivating my team, correct? But my team members feel that what an annoying person he is. This person is making my life miserable by making me do so much. You see, it's how we are being perceived by others. So it's very important that we have an alignment by who we are and how people see us. And how have we done that? Number one was through Ms. Munling's test, that you got to know a little bit about yourself. But the self-leadership actually starts with something called, I'll just show all. We'll start, although it's LAG, L-A-G, self-leadership LAG. But I will start off with awareness of as-it situation. What is your awareness of the as-it situation is what is important. Who you are. You can only improve as a leader if you know who you are now. Correct? And only when you know who you are can you become a better version of yourself. So that's the way that you look at your self-awareness. And how do you grow as a leader? You grow as a leader by becoming a lifelong learner. And I will say, my God, I'm just finishing this MBA. I want to be done with it. They've paid for it. And I'm so done with studies. I swear, I didn't even think I would study after my 12th standard. But I get on and on and on and on. And every day, I'm still learning. Sometimes I'm learning how to record my videos, how to make a new podcast, how to make new reels. This is learning too, because it's aiding my business. Right? So every day we have to start learning. In fact, what I've done is that we'll say we have no time for reading, right? So what I do is I use the Pomodoro method. Do you know the Pomodoro method? Yes. Yeah? What is it?
It's 10 minutes of work and then 5 minutes.
Exactly. So it depends on your wavelength of how much you see. I have actually put a goal for myself because I hate reading. I hate reading because I read so much. I'm constantly reading and I just hate it. So as a result, I miss out because I'm reading articles, I'm reading PowerPoints, I'm reading something else. So now I've taken out 15 minutes every day. It's okay. Every day, Pomodoro method, 10 minutes of reading. Not more, not less. Yesterday was 15 minutes, today is 10 minutes. I had to come here. So always remember, your self-leadership journey is going to start while you becoming a lifelong learner, constantly doing your as-it situation, that who are you, how can I become better? Who are you, how can I better? What's my strengths, what's my weakness? What's my strengths, what's my weakness? And then setting your goals, which will help you reach new heights and unlock your leadership potential. With whatever you have in this class of MBA, you will not grow as a leader. You will only grow as a leader if you apply these learnings in your workplace tomorrow. And each day keep refining it. That is the growth that you need if you want to reach the highest levels of leadership. Does it make sense? Okay. So the second secret, how many of you want to know the second secret of becoming an influential leader? Okay. So first one was self-leadership. Stop blaming everyone else. Start fixing yourself. The second is Are you a problem solver? We think. But my question is, you have to constantly ask yourself this question: which problem am I currently solving or capable of solving? Because only if you are a problem solver will you become an influential leader. Now, you'll say, how does that work? Do you realize that we are going through a recession which every day people are losing jobs, right? And as a result, it is becoming even more important to become relevant to the people who are going to keep us there, right? How do we show that we are relevant, we are needed? If I feel that I need you, then I will keep you. But if I feel that you are not solving my problems and adding to the burden of the organization, do you think I will spend money in keeping you there? So what is required is you have to always make the organization feel that they need you. The need. The other day I asked somebody, one of my virtual assistant, I said, why do you think I pay you? He's my virtual assistant. He said, because you have a lot of money. I said, well, that's besides the point. I said, actually, no. I said, did you enroll in a digital marketing class? He said, yes. I said, why did you do it even though you have no money? He said, because I needed it. I said, we will put money when we need something. Isn't it true? When we need something, we will put in money, and if we don't need it, it becomes optional. And hence, it is important to constantly remind people that you are a problem solver and you are needed in order for them to be able to complete it. Whether it's a team role, whether it's a silos role, or it's leading the organization, you have to make them feel that you are a problem solver and remind them you are needed. Did I change? Gary, does it make sense now? Yes. So need is something that we are always willing to put our money on. Okay? So in order to understand this, I've quickly divided all of you. So if it's as you guys are two, maybe you jump over there. We're going to give you all 5 minutes to do a quick problem-solving activity, and I want you to come up with, how do you lead in crisis? So here, 4 teams. I'm randomly giving it, so here you go, supply chain and talent loss. Can we all be together? So guys, come together, only then I'll start the timer of 5 minutes. Okay, your timer of 5 minutes will now start, after which. Are we all settled? Are we close? Are we able to understand, hear from each other? Okay, 1, 2, start. Okay.
Actually, can do better than the one that we hire, our uni hire for the leadership program.
Please, you need to remind them to hire me.
Yeah, because the one that is the hire is like, oh, it's just like
Sleeping.
sleeping, and then what's this? At least your one is like, oh, feel more motivated, and then you know how to. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
good.
you can
I
recommend.
to Andrea.
Okay, thank you. Intelligence.
How to manage your emotion, all this.
That's my biggest mindset.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's my biggest.
Okay, because now we actually wanted to do one for our faculty, and then I'm not the one who in charge. It's Janice is the one that will actually have to source for the potential trainer. So maybe I will pass the card to her and then ask her to inform, to let you know, and then you provide the code protection.
Okay. You helped me to design it for Swinburne. How much?
Yeah, let me check with them.
You check out.
Yeah.
Okay, because mindset and the belief system and emotions are my number one that I and the leadership that I work with. Because leaders all start. It's all about the mind. Every time we are any coaching I started, I don't start with anything. I start with your belief system, your emotional well-being, in order to you to become an amazing leader. It starts from there. So that's my core. Emotional intelligence. Number 2 is communication, and I blend it up with leadership. So everything I'm talking is actually going back to leadership.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, 2 minutes 40 seconds left.
Yeah, that is a one-day session.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the other day during the meeting I think they mentioned about someone is quoting 3,000 or what, I don't know. One day.
And depends on if it's HRDF claimable, because I'm an accredited HRDF trainer. So that means that the organization can claim it back from HRDF fund. They don't even have to take it out from their own pocket.
Okay. Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
check with them.
Pizzas, Domino's.
Dah bankrupt, dia kena akan ada insurans yang akan cover kita. So you don't care about that company, you care about what the business is. Don't care about the effect. Yeah, it's not like in the long term. So we have to settle current situation. We propose. Yang setuju sih kita ambil replacement supplier untuk benda yang. Boleh saya setuju.
How's it going? Are we understanding the challenge? And how are we going to be a problem solver? Okay, time is up, and we will invite a few teams to share their challenge, and then from there, how are they helping the organization solve that problem? Because remember, if you're not solving problems, you might as well find another job. Yeah? Okay, time up, guys, time up. Okay, can I get another team? Yes. Tell us your challenge, and what were you supposed to be doing? Yeah, why don't you come in the front then quickly? Come on. And I'm going to give each team only 2 minutes to present, max. So remember, if your bosses have no time. So you have to have your elevator pitches ready whenever you're talking to them, because they are not here to listen to your chit-chats.
So, ready?
Yep.
So the challenge that we have is how to retain our current talent and also try to find ways to still maintain the project deadline. So what we come up together as a team is that first we want to investigate what's wrong.
Louder.
Investigate what's wrong, maybe conduct a focus group with the remaining people of our company, ask them if there's something that is troubling you with the project, what can we do as management to help you do a better job, and what can we provide for you. And then the second thing is to reinforce the company's mission, like what we are doing here and why you should want to stay, and more, the other one will be to also offer short-term incentives for things like maybe fuel allowance for those staying there. So it makes the employees' life a bit easier coming to work, and it makes them have more balanced work-life balance. And then also maybe conduct an exit interview.
Okay, so did you all understand what they said? Okay, so you got it that you need to talk with the team. What else did you guys understand? Maybe louder? So you think rewards might work? Okay, so I liked your analysis. So what you've really done is you have tried to bring the team back to understanding what are the, you have, whenever there's a problem, right, you have to fight, you know, there are two ways. Rewards are going to be the surface, right? If you don't understand the root cause of why they are being challenged, you cannot solve the problem by just giving rewards to them, right? So I believe that open communication with the team has to be constantly maintained to really understand why are they feeling that what the organization is doing. So obviously the challenge was that they are getting paid higher. Now, if I was a startup, now you tell me, and you also, if I was a startup and I don't have as much, how will I still keep this team? Do you think that, I mean, maybe the other team, the other organization has a better culture? I don't know. On theory, everybody has amazing cultures, right? So how do you think I can motivate? How do you think I don't have the same money to match? How will I keep them here? Okay, that could be one. That means giving them creative freedom. But do we, now remember, we have to always remember, are we having the dark side of micromanaging and not giving it to them? We may say we are giving, but are we really giving? So that's something we have to think as leaders. One. What else? Huh? Okay, yes, our millennials might need more, oh, I understand your problems. That's one, yes. But maybe I could give them a compensation package, which is more long-term. That yes, I don't have it today, but if you stay with the organization, what we could do is that you might become part of our leadership team in 3 years, or there could be a commission system which could be implemented in the long term. Do you see what is happening? You are making them stay to achieve that bigger goal. You're not solving their problems at the surface level. So your analysis needs to be very deep of how are you really solving the problem of the organization. Thank you guys. Let's give a big hand to our one team. I will take one more team. This team, come on. Okay, bring your challenge. And do remember, one more thing I would like to add, maybe you've heard my voice is 2 notches higher, right? And loud, right? Now, why is it working? Because in the company too, if you speak not very high, I mean, in your, people might not hear you. And if they don't hear you, they don't need you, they don't want you, they don't understand you. And as a result, your idea, which was amazing, might just practice in the mirror, 1 notch higher. Okay.
So now our company has resigned, and the challenge is we need to determine how to restore the confidence among the employees, donors, and the public, and how to navigate the organization through this period of uncertainty while maintaining its operations and continue to deliver on its missions. So based on our discussions, we think that the first thing to quickly settle down first, to stable first, not as
and then we appoint this person as the temporary CEO first, and then maybe we can hire someone from outside, and this will be a long sessions, of course, so we need a longer time to know them. So, and after we hire the outsider as our CEO, we need to form a team, so-called audit committees, that to effectively communicate with all stakeholders. And this community will report what this CEO do to the stakeholder and also to the public.
Okay. So what did you take? What do you think? Can you add on? What is your view about this, their challenge and how they are solving it? So the CEO has resigned and now they are facing this challenge. What do you think we should be doing? She has given some suggestions. You are in agreement with it? Okay, thank you so much for that then. So now I had learned a new word from this team last week, which was that airconism or something, if you remember, right? So that is a problem that may happen, right? So when we said ask the internal or the stakeholders who are the ones that they would want to bring up, there we could have this challenge of that airconism where the favorites are going up and then the team is not feeling valued again. So here it becomes very important for the organization to see again that what will be in the best interest of the company. Do they need to have a gap before they immediately bring in a new CEO? Or are they going to bring in the internals as temporary and then see what can be done, audits done, get reviews, and meantime find the right fit who will bring the company to the next level, right? So that's where we again have to remember these learnings of airconism. Is it happening in my team? Is it happening in my organization? And bring it back into the team. So when we look at it, so we've talked about you becoming problem solvers. And how do you become a problem solver? So constantly ask yourself, whoever needs me, how can I solve their problem? Is how you will establish your role on the table. Your seat on the table can only be guaranteed then. So this starts with trust. So the method of problem solving is TAP, T-A-P, TAP. As an influential leader, start working on building trust with your team members so they don't feel that there is airconism happening when you get the promotion. They actually believe that you deserve that promotion. Adaptation. Are you someone who is able to adapt to different situations? Because change makers and change enablers are the need of the hour. Every day we are facing new challenges and we need to ensure that we are adaptable. And that's why last week we talked about varying leadership styles. Why do we need leadership styles to be different? Because every time there will be a different challenge and your leadership style needs to adapt to that situation. Persuasive. Why persuasive? Because if I don't trust you, why will I be persuaded by you? You might have gone into meetings when you listen, but you were just hearing, you were not listening. Right? Because the person who was telling you, you did not trust that person. Trust? And as a result, you walked out and said, you need to build your influential leadership by building on your persuasive communication. How do you persuade people to be part of that bigger mission? When Martin Luther King wanted a change, he did not say, I want to remove slavery. He said, I have a dream. And that dream was that bigger vision which brought millions of people on the street. Now we'll say, I'm not Martin Luther King. It doesn't matter. It starts with one person who stands up for themselves and has a voice which can be heard by other people in the organization. And how do you do that? Again, by reminding them that you are needed. And you do not need to be an extrovert in order to be a leader. Amazing introverts have been amazing leaders. All they had is they made people remember that they were needed on the team. Steve Jobs' partner, who invented Apple, banked on Steve Jobs to promote the product. He himself, the brain behind Apple, sat in the office and got the work done. So you need to remember, it's not about loud people making their place. As an introvert, if I am trustworthy, I am adaptable, I can talk to people, get the work done, then I am a problem solver and I can influence the team to rate where I want to go. Okay? Now I come to the last little activity, and would you like to know the third secret of becoming an influential leader? Yes. Okay, so the third secret is called visibility. Now what does visibility mean? When I started today's session, I said I'm a leadership coach working with emerging leaders and leaders to work on their brand, their visibility, and amplify their influence. Because what is leadership? John Maxwell says, leadership is nothing but influence. Right? So, how do you increase your influence is through visibility. And for that, what we will be doing today is, again, Mundi, can you bring that activity? We will do a quick networking, okay, where each of you will be given a networking bingo, and I have prizes, so don't start yet, everybody will get it. You need to find people. The first person to complete the maximum grids is the one who's going to be getting some prizes. And it is about us getting visibility, networking, and we will look at that. Okay, you may start. We have now 4 minutes for us to get started. Yes, yes, don't ask, start moving. 3 minutes. Don't forget, Moonling and me also are in this office, so if you need to ask us questions, yes, you have to ask me.
I think you are the members of the professional associations, right?
Yes.
Are you writing your name or just a thing?
No, name. You must write the name, not just a tick. Only later you can take a picture when I'm talking to the children, like one photo of me as if I'm talking to the kids. Yeah. A lot cannot be just carry. We need to find a lot of people.
I don't know. Is your boss difficult? Oh, we need.
You part of our
Yeah, obviously, me and Dr. Moonling are part of it. You have to ask me the question. I can't read.
Find someone who has published an article or paper.
Yes. No, you write your name. Kiran, K-I-R-N. Ah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Ah. Oh, excellent, excellent. Lovely. Oh, wonderful. Excellent. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. So is this bingo? Is this bingo? Complete everything?
Okay, you have to say done. Yay. Okay, one row only. Okay, yes, you can get. You show me later. One row. Okay, so we got one row. It's like bingo. You have to finish with one row or the whole grid. One row or the whole grid. One row, two people already done. So one row, we already have two people. Now, 3 rows. Now we look at the. Okay. Hmm. 1 minute, 30 seconds left.
This afternoon, you have session?
Huh?
This afternoon?
This afternoon, I have my partner is going for that one. I'm not doing it. Yeah, that's okay. Ah.
So is this a bingo?
One row already done, so we need more rows. One row already done. It's already done. Okay, one. Okay. How many rows? Already done.
Have you worked in a different country?
Different country. Yes. Huh? We already have got people for the first row. I want now top 2 rows or top bottom 2. 2 rows. Anybody who has done 2 rows? Munlik, this is very good, right? Next time we should always have the clicker.
Yeah, I know.
What happened? No, I'm saying it's good to have a clicker.
Oh, correct.
Ah.
Yeah, I know. I will ask my faculty to buy one.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'll go there and then disrupts the thought process. All right, time's up. Sit down. Sit down, time's up. Let's find out. Okay. Okay. Oops. Number. Okay. Okay, so when we talked about the visibility part, the most important thing you have to remember that your career business will not grow just because you are good in work, right? You need people to know what you do, right? You need to know people in your network who can help you to get the work done, right? Because For example, when Miss Moonling thought about me, suddenly I think she might have seen my video about leadership and she said, let me call Kiran. Is she in the country or not? That was the first question she had. Why? Because reminder, visibility. When you remember what somebody does, when you need them, you will call them. Right? So today, how many of you found out something new about your friends? All of us found out something new about our friends? Okay, great. I will ask quickly, each person will tell one box, and what did you find out about that person? We'll start like this, 1 minute. We'll go, and please be loud so we all know who is that person in our network that we can utilize next time. Okay, start.
Okay, I just found Daya actually started her own business.
Who's Dahlia? Okay, please show. Yay! Next person.
I found the chairman very enjoy public speaking.
I need to just raise your hand so I also recognize you. That's you, right? Okay, perfect. Next.
Okay, so I found out that Carrie plays a music instrument.
Carrie?
Yes.
Carrie plays the music. By the way, did you ask him the follow-up question that which one? Oh, which one? Carrie? Which one? Instrument. Which one?
Carrie has studio at
I have
his home.
studio.
Wow.
Okay, mini studio.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent. Next one.
Carrie also has CEO.
No lah.
Okay.
Okay, I found out that Jonathan over there has
Jonathan, please raise your hand so I know. Yeah.
run more than 10K.
Wow. Next person.
I found out Raihan volunteers regularly.
Rehan. What is it? Volunteers regularly. Where do you volunteer? No, I mean, what kind of cause do you volunteer for? CSR in what?
Around Asli committee.
Okay, thank you. That was excellent. So now we know next time we need somebody on the CSR team, we're going to be finding her, right? That's how you do your networking. Okay, next person.
So I found out that Carrie finds someone who volunteers regularly.
Oh, Kerry also volunteers very well. Wow. See, that's a different side about him which is coming out. So, Kerry, where do you volunteer? No, give me one specific that comes to your mind.
Near the
No, I want you to think. What? Okay, guys, remember one thing. Communication is power and influence. Now, when someone asks you, where do you volunteer? Don't think about it because it could be aiding in your next promotion. It could be aiding in your growth. So be specific that I volunteer with animals. Or that way, you have told the person clearly what do you do. All right, so that's an add-on for you. Huh?
sports.
You volunteer in sports?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Soccer?
No, Sukma.
Okay, so you could say, I recently volunteered in Sukma. That would be how you could say it. Perfect. Thank you so much. Next person. I can't see Javan. Who is the Javan? Okay, yeah. Loud and the minute you hear your name, you raise your hand and be louder. You want to be heard.
Sorry, I'm a bit sick today.
That's okay.
He is someone who has worked in a different country before.
Oh, which one?
Zambia.
Huh?
Zambia.
Zambia. Wow. What were you doing there?
I work in an NGO as a falcon.
In an NGO as a?
Falcon. File. I was handling files.
Files. Wow, that's amazing. So you were working with an NGO in Zambia, working in the administrative department. Don't say files. Why? You're downgrading your own value. You see? How the words you say can elevate your leadership or downgrade your value. It was an administrative role that I had in Zambia with the leadership team managing their administration. Suddenly I was like, wow, so clever, like that kind of a thing. So how we say it, the word is power.
I found out that Ryan plays musical instrument, he plays guitar.
Brian? Okay, yes.
I just found out that Joanne is someone who has worked in a startup.
Oh, wow. What kind of startup?
In my previous company and current, both are startup. Previously was digital marketing, now is employment agency.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So now if I'm looking for digital marketing I know where to be looking. Do you understand? This is the power of networking that we have. If you are listening, you can leverage these networks outside the classroom. That is the secret of you becoming an influencer. They say, oh my God, this person knows everybody. Obviously, today you have a class of 25 people. You have 25 new connections. And these 25 people are good in different things, which means if you need something done, somebody from this team can help you get it done. That's the power. Next.
I found out that Miss Kiran has published an article or paper.
Oh, yes, I have. Okay. Multiple papers. And obviously, the book was with Miss Munling also. Yay! Yes.
Okay, I just found out that Winnie has taken work with a difficult boss.
Winnie. Okay, yeah. With?
I cannot say bad about my boss.
No, we can't. Has worked with a difficult boss. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I found out that Fifi has become
Fifi?
someone mentor.
Has mentored somebody?
Yes.
Who have you been mentoring? New staff coming in. Okay. So if I had to now reword it, you could be saying that I have been part of the mentoring committee which has been mentoring new joinees so that they can understand the vision and the mission of the organization and be aligned. Now what happens is immediately, wow, it looks like a very important person. I need to be knowing this person. See how we say it. Position yourself how you want people to see you. Yes. Louder, nobody can hear you. They're not paying attention. The minute they start talking means that they're not listening to you.
I just found out that Josephine had worked in different countries.
Oh, Josephine. Wow. Which one? Yeah?
I just found that
No, I don't know which country.
Australia,
Doing what?
when I'm doing my transport, then I found a part-time job and maintenance.
Excellent. So that shows that she is somebody who is what? Resourceful and takes like a self-leader. She has taken ownership. Ownership and ready to do any kind of job so that she can work and survive, get her things. So you see, this shows how hardworking she is. Working and studying is a great quality, right? So that's how you have to position yourself. Don't say, I Australia. I was working as a part-time person while being in uni. I took up a part-time job. Even if it's say Starbucks, it doesn't matter. I worked in McDonald's for 3 days. Oh God, in New Zealand. Oh. And then I worked in a strawberry farm for 5 days, and I took a flight straight and went off to America. I couldn't do it. So I'm not as hardworking as you. But you see that's like, all of us have experiences, but I could tell you half the story. I worked in McDonald's and I worked in a strawberry farm. Now I'd leave the story there. You think, wow, look at her. You see? So that's how much you want to show the person is going to change their perception about that person. Right? I just removed the other half. Okay, yes.
I just found out that I work in bakery.
1 minute.
Plays a musical instrument.
Which one?
The piano.
The piano. Wonderful. Next.
I just find Aina
Who's Ida? Ida? Okay. Ida. Yeah. What?
play a musical instrument.
Okay, which one?
I've been in football for 4 years and currently I'm trying to relearn playing the snack.
Wow, excellent. Thank you. Next. Rehan? Oh, wow. On what?
On water quality.
Water quality. So not only is she in the CSR work, I will also start looking for her in the water quality work. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah.
I found that Brian can talk more than one language.
Wow. Which ones? Huh? Okay, so you can speak Iban. Excellent. And that will be of advantage always. Yes, next, Brian.
Found out that Leo enjoys
What's that? Leo. Ah, okay, yeah. Networking events. Okay, great. He likes networking events. And can I know which events do you normally go to?
It's an event where I've been in industry before, where I learned about industry visits.
Okay.
So from them, I gain a new connection.
Exactly. So that's how you made your valuable connections. Excellent. Yes.
I found out that Madam Bong has led a team before.
Madam Bong. Okay, Bong, yeah. Has led a team before. What kind of teams? Yes.
I think most of us lead a team before. So
Okay.
the team I lead is mostly is for my doing the program. When we're doing the program, we will lead a team to do a work.
Okay, so okay, so now can I know, like, for example, if you see now this is again pitching yourself, right? You have to pitch yourself. So you obviously led many teams, but you have to now think which was that one team which did something that crossed something, was a disruptor, for example. If it's not that, it doesn't have to be. I have led a team towards an innovative product that we needed, or I led a team during crisis which helped the organization come out, or I led the team during, I led a team when, let's say, the Agong was visiting and I was in charge of ensuring that the banquet was well organized. Anything that actually shows your organizational skills can be positioned under that. So be clear how you position yourself. Yes, last person.
I found out that Jelvin is learning a new language.
Kelvin, okay. Which one? Which one? Malay. He's learning Malay. Okay, where are you from?
I lived in Zambia previously.
Okay, so you're learning Malay now. Excellent. Wow. So do you see that to become an influential leader, you need to have visibility? So the 3 secrets, number 1. So we'll come to that later. 1 second. Go to the next slide. So under visibility, what do you need? Under visibility, you need your reputation. What are you good at? Leading teams, CSR, waterworks, language, studio, digital marketing, right? I'm immediately being able to retain information. What's your relationships? Do decision makers know you? Okay? If they don't know you're a problem solver, that you can lead yourself and the team, and then why will they want you? So you have to make yourself visible to the team. And lastly, are you the go-to person? Have you figured out your micro niche that you are good at? Whatever little it may be.
It's tiring become go-to
It's
person.
tiring.
It's very tiring. I'm here, but my staff always calling me.
That's okay. Remember, right now, you have to also start training them slowly that what are your boundaries. That's another leadership lesson. But it's about creating boundaries of how much are you going to be accessible for the micromanagement. You're not micromanaging, you are a specialist. So that is also, your time is valuable, and only if those are the things that need to be addressed, they need to. Every single, did I do it? Then it becomes very time consuming. So that's the boundaries of communication that you will have to have with them. Assertive communication, persuasive. So here, what we will do quickly, I want to know how influential are you? Let's quickly scan this and let's find out how influential are you. It's the same questions that we had related to, are you a self-leader? Are you someone who is a problem solver? Are you somebody who is going to be, do you have visibility? Once you've scanned, just let me know so that I can start showing you the results. You will have to re-enter it so that the new results will show. Once again, has everybody scanned? Yes. Okay, let's go there. Not this one. This one. Here. Now enter again. Enter again. So it will start showing. Go down. Down, down, down. It'll come from here. So it'll come from here. Results. Yeah. Go down. So we'll do it in a few minutes. So we'll have to do it again. And be honest, because remember the as is situation is very important. Increase the size of it. Here. I think from here 150. Vinny is already done. So go down. We'll show that later. 1 minute. You make it micro for now. When they finish, then we come here. Yeah. Nani. Okay. Okay, great. You'll set your results in. How many of you were the first ones who finished that one line? They had come to me and said, we finished one line of the bingo. One. And there was one more person. There were two of you. Two. And 2 lines. Who finished the 2 lines? Okay. We'll come to you. Nobody finished the whole thing, right? Okay. I know. But you learned a lot. You found out a lot. That was more important.
Miss Kiran, the decision makers really meaning, are you in the corridor of power? Because my boss is always use the term, you have to show yourself in the corridor of power.
Yeah. So then?
So is it the same?
So here it's all back about your credibility. Power, see, remember power can have 2 parts. It can be seen as negative by a lot of people. So it will bring you back to, are you somebody who people see as trustworthy? Power is not position. A lot of leaders who are even in that leadership don't understand that. They always say power is power, but power actually is if your team is seeing you as trustworthy, adaptable, and somebody who has credibility and has good relationships. That is power.
See, it's not about the position.
It is not about the position, but it's always seen, I'm just a team player, I work in silos. No.
I think you have to go and have a talk.
Oh, I am constantly working with.
In our current situation, power is a position.
I know.
Position.
But you have to remember, that is a traditional definition that you and I cannot change. We cannot change. Today you are awakened. They are not. You have the power today. It's in your hand. The only thing you can do is show that you are credible. You are a problem solver. You are visible. And that's where you will start showing your leadership first within your team, then within a broader your whatever department, and then on a bigger size. That's where people get positional powers. From there it comes. You say, what's the ladder? Ladder is not from hard work. Ladder is from strategy and hard work. And strategy is when you decide to become a person who invests in the people. Okay, are we done? It is easy, but it's actually very hard. It's not easy. Okay, is everybody done, guys? All right, let's see your results. Okay, can enter it again, darling. Enter again. Yeah, enter again. One more time. Here, enter.
Okay, can.
Result already come. Why not showing? Scores. Why not showing? Why only your Daphne? Results. Okay. Okay. Maybe I will. Okay, I will read it to them. So go here. Scores. Oh shoot. Oh. Okay. So I will get Ms. Moonling. It's not showing right now at this moment. Your influential leadership charter, but I will send it to you shortly. It's okay, Moonling, if it's not coming. No problem. Go back to the slides. Last slide, huh? Okay. Now, more important is, can someone tell me what is the first secret of leadership? Self-leadership. What is the second secret of becoming an influential leader? And third secret? Which one do you think you need to work on right now? Self-leadership. Self-leadership. Stop the blame game. You are the problem. You are the solution, right? Yes. Become an intentional, trustworthy leader. Become who? Trustworthy leader. How do you do that? Build your credibility, right? And with that, increase your visibility. Let me ask you, how many of you are on LinkedIn? How many of you are actively on LinkedIn? So the first thing you should be doing is first connecting with me. For more leadership tips on LinkedIn, I will show you in a minute. If you go to the next slide, I would like you to share your feedback with me first, and then I will show you how you can connect with me. Could I get all of your valuable feedback about today's session? What were your aha moments? What is going to be that one step that you are going to be taking to becoming an influential leader? Sorry, I took more than your time, darling. Is it okay? I took more. It's okay. Okay. Another 2 minutes. I don't know why it's not showing. Maybe that results. Maybe we try 1 second. Does it come again? No? Shoot. No, okay. It's okay. Leave it. We'll go to what we can do.
Go where?
I will get them to do their own results, so we can go back to the scores. Go from there. We read it out to them. Make this.
But let me see.
No. This one, Vinny. Vinny onwards. Can you maybe you copy it into yours?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Copy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold down. That's it. Open another sheet. Okay. Loading. Okay, can. Okay. Okay.
Then can you get the mark, right?
Can you do the total? That will be perfect. Perfect. So maybe we could have. Oh, perfect. That's it. Okay. Perfect. Now.
But not most of them, not all of them have completed, right?
Is it they didn't complete? Do it again, enter. Are we done? Oh, not scanning. Oh, scanning. Darling, scan. Okay. Go there. Go there now. Back to the marks.
They're still scanning.
Okay. Okay. So Vinny, just write down your marks. Vinny, you're done. Vinny, 84. Write 84. Where's Vinny? Okay, just write down. I'm reading out your marks. Vinny 84, Brian 79. Right, you can read it for me. Right,
Yeah.
huh.
Raihan 73, Curry 76, Adirio 63, Florence 81, Jonathan 55, Diana 68, Celine 62, Fifi 69, Bong 73, Naziha 73, Cassandra 46, Joanne 56, Dayang No Atika 66, Shaman 51, Daphne 41, Josephine 57, Jabin 64.
Okay. If you didn't get your marks, let me know. Come back to the slides. Okay. Have you all finished off the feedback? Okay. So we come to, Munling, just show me. No need. Go back to the slides. Okay. Yeah. Just put the, yeah. So back to this, that in order for our growth, we need to become an influential leader, right? Now, if your scores were between 0 to 65, you need to work on your leadership. 65 to 75, you are making progress. And 65 to 80, you're making progress. And above 80, congratulations, you're there. Now, those who feel that where am I lagging? You've got your scores. On your handouts, in fact, I have given you, there is later a QR code, right? The QR code has my details of how you can connect with me on LinkedIn, how you can see the service leadership TEDx talk that I just talked about. It will also take you to book a discovery call. If you feel that, I would like maybe another 20 minutes with Ms. Kiran to really understand where am I lacking and how can I improve my leadership, then book that free discovery call. Let's connect, and that way, maybe I might be able to help you in your leadership journey so that you can increase your brand visibility, increase your influence within the organization. So always remember the 3 secrets are self-leadership, which is lag, problem solving, which is tag, and visibility, which is CRM, credibility, relationship, and micro-specialization. With that, thank you for today's session. We all are amazing leaders. I do want to give prizes to those who have actively participated. And also, my books have already finished, so we won't be able to give our books, but I do have leadership books which have been written by partners who are with me from my leadership company called Leadership Card. So, number 1 is going to be, are we all committed to our leadership journey? Yes. Okay. So let's get somebody who would like to win a book on sales. Okay, let's get nobody wants a book on sales. Okay, team dynamics, which is all about leadership and team dynamics. She wants it. She already raised her hand. You've got to be fastest person first. Okay, take our photo. Yes. Okay. Can we give a big round to the woman who actually... Okay. Thank you. Okay. This book has been edited by me, and it's about us as a salesperson. Okay, we have a person who's already raised their hand. Okay, come. Come. All right, congratulations. All right, and the last, sit down. Okay, now this book will help you to elevate your business, which is local to global. So who would be interested in that? Okay, now we will do it. As long as you're going to give me a testimonial about today, who will like to give me a testimonial can win this book. That means, how was the session?
Interesting.
Okay, there you go. Come.
Gary is very narcissism.
Thank you. Okay, we had those people who had finished the first row. Who was the first person? Come. There was one person and then you were the one. Yeah. How many? I'll come to you. Yes. Come. That's it. Thank you. Who had finished 2 rows? Okay, come. Okay. Okay, 2 rows. Why this group nobody is moving? Why? Okay, I want to remind you, if you don't jump at opportunities will? Exactly. So leadership is always about grabbing those opportunities. Grabbing those opportunities. Okay, thank you. All right, Kerry. Thank you. You coming for the second one? No, you already got one. Okay, last one. I'm going to give it to somebody who already doesn't have a prize. Miss Bong, come. All right. Thank you. All right, perfect. Thank you. You do the closing. You're doing that. Oh, yeah.
So I have appreciations for Miss Kiran.
You give them to take our photo. Okay. Yes, we want a group picture. Yeah, this one. Good idea. Thanks. Oh, wow. Where should I look? Okay, Mulin.
All right.
You come here, you're like on the face, it's coming. Now again. Thank you, darling.
Okay,
thank you so much. We take later one group picture.
Okay, so I hope that all of you have learned a lot from her, right? Yes! Okay, yeah, so before we go for our gathering, and I think this is our last session for our unit. And please remember to complete your assessment tree. And I also have to remind myself to complete my assessment 1, the marking, and also the marking for the assessment tree. Okay? So thank you so much for everyone. I hope that you enjoy the class for throughout these 6 weeks. Okay? And please remember to help me to complete my student feedback survey.
Already.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you want to do photo?
Oh, yes. We will take it with. No need, we have that. Oh yeah.